today to have Gail Tarasoff Sutton in the Cricket's Crush Summer Pop-Up Shop, and would love to talk to you a little bit about some of your design aesthetics, maybe a few style secrets for some of our viewers. And from what I could glean from your site and from doing some research about you is your overall feel of wanting to achieve an uncontrived comfort in your designs. Kind of the way you speak a lot about integrating your client's lifestyle with what you think will make the most beautiful setting for their lifestyle. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Well, it's one thing to do a designer show house where everything's for show, but when it comes to a real home, you have to really work with the person, the home, the family, the kids, the dogs, all of it. So
the nitty-gritty life.
Exactly. So we really listen to our clients and try to make it home and comfortable and livable.
Right, not so much
real.
a show house,
Exactly.
right? Someplace where
Real.
you can live. I love some of the punch words that that popped out to me. Your use of romance. You love to do things in an imaginative way in terms of color and patterns and details. And how does that work into your design schemes?
We like a big mix. We like lots of fabrics, lots of patterns, lots of trim, romance in the bedrooms for sure.
I saw that.
I just like all the details are what makes it.
I love your mix of traditional elegance and modernity. I think that your modern touches of art, I see that quite a lot, are really fun. I think that how can that change a room just by having some wonderful piece of modern graphic art?
You're probably thinking of the Liz. Did you see the Liz?
The
Taylor?
Liz
Yes.
and the two were they swimmers? It was like a young couple. It was in a very monochromatically gray room, and there was it was a photograph of some kind at the beach or something of a young gal and a girl.
I can't think of that, but I was thinking you were thinking in a gray room with Liz Taylor.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Is that the sparkly?
Yeah, it's got
the diamond dust. Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep,
love
you know
that.
who that is.
Yes.
So art is very personal. A lot of people want to choose their own, so sometimes I am involved, sometimes I'm not, but art is a great accent.
Sure, and you can build around something.
Exactly.
Yeah, so is sometimes the art, if someone has a piece that's big and important, will you design a whole room around it?
Well, not necessarily, because art doesn't necessarily have to dictate what the room is going to be. If you love it, you put it up on the wall and enjoy it.
Right.
So it doesn't really mean what I'm going to do around it is going to change, but they work together.
That's great. And I saw another, this is the one. It was a very modern photograph, and it had a white daybed and very classic, like bunches of
yes.
ikat, colorful in your
It was
pinks
a pool
and yellows.
House. It was a
Oh,
pool
is that
house
what
in
that
Westchester.
was?
Yeah,
Oh, I loved it.
It was a great space. One room in the pool house was a spa room with a massage table, and the other room was a sitting room and changing room, and that was a great space.
So it had a daybed
Yep.
and all the poppy-colored ikat pillows,
Yep.
and then
the window treatments, yes, and the guy and the girl sort of laying down sideways. Now I know what you're talking about.
Okay, and I also love your credo of, this was on house.com, don't forget about menswear. Plaid, pinstriped, gray flannel fabrics or materials can lend a clean and tailored look to any room. Tell me about that, because I love that whole aesthetic of menswear in home decor.
I love gray flannel, cashmere, anything.
So luxurious.
Feels like you want to just lay in it.
Exactly.
It's just a great look. Great fabrics, great to touch. I love to touch everything, so.
And be able to sit on it and
Yep.
enjoy it and
Yep.
not have it so pristine that you kind of just look and can't touch. The no touchies. And again, I just wanted to touch again on your fanciful use of draperies in bedrooms. Tell me some more. What are some of those fabrics and for those canopies that we discussed?
Well, now times are changing. A lot of linen now, and a lot of great trims. Great hardware. Drapery hardware is beautiful now. Lucite finials. There's so many great things out there.
Again, so the mix of the modern with the
Yep.
more traditional.
Yep.
That's really where it's all kind of coming to now, I think. Because for a while, everything was super modern and contemporary. And I think that the traditional was kind of being kicked to the curb a little bit.
Right,
but
but
now
that was a nice mix.
you're seeing a resurgence of it, and they're working in harmony, which is
Beautifully.
exactly what you do
Yep.
which I think is right on point for what's happening right now in the design world. I wanted to talk about, I noticed a lot of water features in some of your outdoor spaces. Is that something that you work on, or is that separate? Like one of your pools had the single...
That was at the same house that had the spa, the pool house. That was the same thing.
That wasn't a show house, though.
It was in Bedford.
Beautiful.
It was a Bedford show house. And yes, the pool had these shooting...
But like small, singular ones.
And then they lit up at night. They would light different colors. It was very cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'd love to live in that pool house.
Yeah.
So Gail, one other thing I'd love to talk to you about is your kind of new idea or new twist on interior design, which is called the Tarasoff Touch, quote unquote. Can you tell us what that is? I read a little bit about it and I think the idea is brilliant.
Well, not everyone wants to do a major renovation. Not everyone has the money to do a major renovation. Some people want to just refresh. And it's pretty easy nowadays with all that's out there to spruce it up. Just change some pillows or change some, lots of different little details that you can get a whole new look without going crazy.
That's fantastic. You call it your 3 R's: redo, renew, and recreate. And I think it's so perfect for the economic times right now, because this is something that you can do on an hourly rate in terms of consulting and redesigning. And as you said, it doesn't have to be the full Monty, which can often lead to divorce or at least a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So this is another way to approach it, and you can kind of get the same results or similar results, and it's just more economic. And
if we do it right, you can get some good results.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us
I
today.
love your pop-up shop.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to chat with you.
You too.
And I look forward to meeting your mother and your sister and the whole team, the whole Tarasoff team.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.